Yo, today we're going to be reviewing a pulley system off of Amazon by the brand FitBeast. I chose this brand over all the others solely because I like the name better than everything else I saw. Besides that, I couldn't really find any other differentiating factors. FitBeast, Cert, Mikolo, Ren Ring, insert weird brand name here. I think they're all the Sucking Fame, and I'm sure they're made by the same manufacturer, so I can't really prove it. All the prices are also pretty comparable, so just take your pick. Sorry, no unboxing because I bought this about 1.5 years ago, but I will be going through the items that came with the option that I chose. So mine came with an adjustable bar, adjustable because the ends come off to make it shorter. They do click into place, and I've never had an issue with them coming out, and they seem to hold a decent amount of weight. 2 cables, one 72 inches and the other I think is 96. I'll double check. 2 handles, a rope handle, 2 pulleys, a string backpack, 1 long strap, a lot of carabiners, 2 straps so that you can hook up the pulleys onto things, and a loading pin that is 2 inches and also standard 1 inch when you take the foam off. As for things that came with it that I never use, standard bar clip, a capel, and then 2 adjustable buckles and a wrench. The capel and the adjustable buckles are supposed to be used to adjust the cable length so that you can make it whatever length you need it to be, but I just never really bothered because I didn't really need them to be shorter than they are. I bought everything for 50 bucks, and right now it should be just under 40, $39.99. So 40 bucks, but it does bounce around between 40 and 60. So if you see it at a $60 price range, then just wait a few days and it'll probably come back down to 40. I mean, $60 is still a pretty good price for a pulley system. Unless you wanted to make one yourself, then it would be like a little bit cheaper. But I didn't want to put in all that work. So ready-made pulley system, 50 bucks. Yeah. Now we'll get into whether or not they're worth that much. Haven't tried to set it up in a hot minute, so give me a second. So with it being 40 bucks right now, you may or may not be thinking this thing probably sucks and it probably can't hold that much weight, but you'd be wrong just like I was. It's even now saying that it can hold 330 pounds on the cable. But when I first bought it, there wasn't a max weight limit anywhere that I could find. So I ended up buying it and just figuring if I lose 50 bucks just testing it out, then, well, then I know that all this stuff sucks. So I've set it up for pull down. We got 225 on the pin. Oh shoot, I'll put this little guy right there. Now we're all safe. So just a quick test. This thing does scoot around a little bit. So I do actually remember putting on a fat grip just to give it some grip so it doesn't move around. I'll have you guys at the side instead of shooting from the back. So my strongest exercise on this pulley system would probably be my lat pull down. So I'm just gonna test it with this weight on this. And you'll see that this isn't the most optimized pull down in the world. There's nothing to hold my legs down really. Pause. And the angle with which you're pulling down isn't like right above you. So I don't know, it's not the greatest. Yeah, I had no problems with the pulley system when I used it correctly, and I used it for several months, but it was just the setup and takedown for each individual exercise took too long for me. So I just felt like the Titan Lat pull down tower was better for what I wanted out of my workout. So what can you do with it? A tuck fun. Let's do it. You got lat pull downs, tricep push downs, single arm pec flies, single arm reverse flies, face pulls, high pulley crunches, bicep curls, tricep extension, lateral raise, flies from a different angle, upright rows, normal rows. Basically anything a regular pulley can do, you can do with this too. You can also do some leg exercises if you have something like this, which wraps around your ankle, and then you just attach it to the pulley. And then you could do leg extensions and leg curls. The only reason I ended up buying the Titan lat pull down instead of continuing to use this is because the setup and takedown was just far too annoying for me. When you opt for this, you save money, yes, but you use up so much more time in between exercises setting it up for the next thing. So that's just something to be aware of. You'll also need to be aware of the need for anchor points, places to put the pulleys. That way you can actually lift the weight safely. So whether you drill into studs to add anchor points, you attach it to a rack like I did, or you go to a random playground and set it up to put in work like one of the mentally healthies that I hear about, is up to you. I just want you to know that this is not something you purchase and then it's all inclusive and it's ready to go. You're also definitely gonna need some kind of weight, whether it's plates or if you go with the option of buying a net for the pulley system, like Angles 90 does, then you could use rocks, sandbags, or even like gallons of water. I just think it'd be kind of weird when you're talking about exercises with other people to say that you can curl 3 gallons of water. That's just kind of strange. A couple quick tips. You'll want to be aware of where you're putting the cable prior to actually starting the exercise. At one point I had a cable pinched between the wheel and the outer shell and ended up exposing some of the cable underneath. So just make sure it's always in that groove of the wheel. Another thing you want to look out for is making sure that the carabiners are closed prior to starting any exercises. If there's a lot of weight and the carabiner is open, warpage will happen. Whereas if it's closed, it'll be fun for a hot minute. It seems like I'm saying also so much. They're also pretty, you can also do, I better see you in the next one.